What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you the very first of many videos incoming on this channel. We are going to have a brief look at PvP. It's finally come to version 10.0 of One Piece Treasure Cruise. As you can see, the new beautiful loading screen where they have censored every single nipple, including, yes, Zoro and Frankie's nipples have both been conveniently censored as well, believe it or not. But there are many things to go over in PvP, and unfortunately I will not be able to cover all of them in just this video. This will be multiple videos. There's so much to do. I just recorded a 1-hour video, and oh my god, I had no energy towards the final 30 minutes. I was slurring my words, I was muddling up my words, I was like falling asleep on camera and like constantly doing this to my eyes because I'm really sleep deprived. So I was literally about to give up and just go to bed, but I decided I want to show you guys the bare minimum right now so some people have a good idea. For those of you who have already experienced PvP and know kind of how to build your teams and whatnot, here are some shotgun off the top of my head units that you want to be using. Snake Man is amazing, very good. 6+ Lucy, quick unit, very good. But the hidden gem, ladies and gentlemen, is 6+ Inu Arashi. 6+ Inu Arashi does a crap ton of damage. He's not necessarily squishy either, and he's fast. AoE damage, very good. At level 1, you don't need to buff up his special. You don't need to buff up his passive. At level 1, very good unit. He's my #1 recommended unit. #2 hidden gem would be 6+ Whitebeard as well, which I've been using a lot of. And also I have just finished these islands, but please do your flag islands, your PvP flag islands every single day. You can run them 3 times and they will give you these flag items which you can use to power up your units. I will show you what these flags actually look like right here right now. These flags are used for powering up your units of the corresponding color. They're basically like turtles except for PvP level EXP and all that good stuff, so nothing too fancy there. But let's dive straight into PvP. There, in the original video, the 50 minute or 60-minute video that I did earlier, I basically covered what every single button did at the beginning of the video, and that is no good. So let's go straight into a PvP match. Now I just pressed the blue button there, which will take you to all of these free AI enemies, which you can constantly test all your teams up against. I highly recommend doing so against Whitebeard. They have a very good tanky team here where you can test your team and essentially see what works, what doesn't work, trial and error. So we're gonna dive straight in. Their battle power here is 47,000, mine is 39,000, but to show you guys how irrelevant battle power is, I'm going to strip my battle power down all the way down to 31,000. So if we want to do that, let's get rid of you, let's get rid of you, let's get rid of you, and we now have 5 legends in our team. 5 legends in a team is quite a good, as long as they synergize, quite a good combo. So now we are 16,000 plus battle power lower than 6+ quick Whitebeard. So, or not 6+ quick Whitebeard, their 6-star quick Whitebeard versus my 6+ Whitebeard. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to try and slow this down as much as possible. Pirates Festival. First thing you want to do, if you haven't done it already, ladies and gentlemen, at the bottom here you see all my buffs playing out. At the top you see their enemy buffs playing out and boosting their stats. Is you want to go into menu. You don't have to turn this on, you can turn it off and leave it off, but these 2 buttons at the bottom that are playing around here right now will allow you to change your, essentially what your menu looks like here. As you can see, the sidebar will disappear. The sidebar here tells you essentially what is going to happen, who's going to attack next, blah blah. And then at the top you have a timer. You have to defeat all your enemies in this rotation of PvP within the first 100 seconds. If you don't do it in 100 seconds, you will lose. Even if the enemy doesn't kill you, you will still lose. Now at the top you also see how many members of your crew you have left. I have 5, they have 8. We have to burn through 8 enemies, but this should still be a-okay with this team. I'm going to turn off all these settings so you guys can see pretty much what is going on right now. So I will try my best to describe what is going on. So if we look at the bottom of the screen, ignore what's happening with all the combat right now. If we look at the bottom of the screen, you have the HP bars, you have the special bars of your units, and you can see which stats are boosted. So from left to right, from the grayed out and the highlighted stats, you have the guy doing this. That's boosted HP, how much boost in HP you have. The fist, which is how much boost in attack you have. The massive meat, how much boost in recovery you have. And then the shield, how much boost in defense you have. And then you have the running guy, which is how much boost in speed you have. In this instance, Whitebeard's one is 7 for attack, and then his agility, which is his speed, is level 3. Douglas Bullet has 17 levels in attack, 5 in defense, and 3 in agility. Sabo has 1 in HP, 7 in attack, 3 in agility. Snake Man has 7 in attack and 3 in agility. Inu has now just gone up to 20 in attack and 3 in agility. And the reason why Inu's one suddenly went up is because Whitebeard, as you can see, is now under 30% HP. And Whitebeard has a passive that activates once you drop below 30% HP. As I basically washed their full team instantly there. But Inu Arashi, as I said, very, very, very good unit. Highly recommend getting him. He's now on level 24 attack. And level 24 attack is basically the level of the attack boost that you have. So that's what I mean when I say level 24 attack. And the descriptions have it written that way. For example, Sabo's special is he will do around like 0.5 times AoE damage in a medium radius around him to enemies. And then after that, he will give 3 levels of attack boost to your allies. Douglas Bullet's one there, now he's all the way up to 25 attack, is that he'll give himself like plus 10 or plus 15 attack boost or something like that, and hopefully that makes sense. But as you saw there, I absolutely demolished a 47,000 battle power team, and my total battle power is only 31,000. Battle power does not matter. What matters is your team synergy. And right now, the team units that I have here, they all boost either universally or they boost strength or quick units in Douglas Bullet or 6+ Sabo there. They all have good synergy and they all pair well, very, very well together. This is a team I personally really like using. And in standard PvP, I have not lost yet with this team. Something I have discovered though, because I wanted to test it out, is if you're winning or you're losing and you close your app midway, that will count as a loss. So if you close your app and then you exit out of the game and then you reopen your game, that will count as a loss. So do keep that in mind. Other things that I want to show you guys are, if you want to build your team, you go to this bottom right corner here. You have your defense team and your attack team. Defense team and attack teams function completely differently. Defense team is what enemies will see. So you have no control over who sees you, but if they see you and they challenge you, you want your defense team to do the best as possible, because in the instance your defense team wins or your enemy rage quits, you will get bonus tickets from that, and you will also get bonus points from that, which will push you up a few ranks. But for the case of this video, for the sake of this video rather, we're going to go into the attack, the sword button there, to show you guys how to build your team. So let's find the slot that's taken up here. So, if you want to build your team, let me just quickly sort this out. If you want to build your team, there are 2 options. You can build it yourself, or you can let the game build it for you. So if you want to let the game build it for you, just press this big orange button here in the middle of the screen, and boom, your game has made the team for you. With, I believe this will automatically default to the highest total battle power, which again is not the best way of doing things. 6+ Douglas Bullet, 6+ Snake Man, 6+ Akainu, the strength version, 6+ Big Mom V1, even V2 Big Mom. They're all very, very, very good units. Who else is very good? 6+ Inu Arashi, I would say, is right now one of my favorite, if not the best unit in the game right now for PvP at level 1. When I say at level 1, I mean their skills and their passives are at level 1. And I know this is a lot of information to take in. So if you press this middle of the 3 button here, this will allow you to change everything at once. And then the right hand side button will allow you to switch like in normal team building. So that's just that. Nothing too special there. So let's go ahead and build a team. So the way to do this is, if you go all the way down to button all the way down to the bottom. Sorry guys, I did this so much early in the 1 hour video. As I said, I'm sleep deprived, my words are slurring, but I want to get the basics out here for you guys. At the very bottom, in the bottom right corner, you will have the boosted bonus unit. So here is one of the boosted units, which is going to be the most recent Raid Kaido. His cost has been reduced significantly all the way down to 20. I believe it would be 30 or 35 otherwise. The middle button will let you sort your units by cost. But as you guys can see, some of these units don't even have an icon. So if you have a little icon on the side, it means they are PvP viable because they have PvP stats. But let's take a look, for example, at Treasure Map, Zoro, and Sanji. They have crap stats, they have no passive, they have no special ability, and they only show you few details here, meaning don't use them for PvP. To get rid of these units from your menu, go to the top right button here, where you can select your typings and your classes, and then you want to select this very far button off, which I'm playing with right now. This is the other button, so stuff like turtles or non-PvP related units will get filtered out. So now you can only see your units like this, which is very, very nice. You can also sort by battle power as well if you're curious about which of your units have the highest battle stats in the game right now. Skilling up your units' special abilities and skilling up their passives will increase their battle power, which is why right now I would say they're highly insignificant. Mine right now, 6+ Sabo, has a lot of EXP put into his special ability. It's 6 out of 10, and also his passive ability is 2 out of 5, which is why he is my highest battle power. But base stats wise, I believe he wasn't even in my top 5 for the box as well. Cotton Candy and base stats will also contribute to your battle power and also the base stats within PvP. As you can see here, Snake Man 7,728 HP, 2,659 attack, 520 recovery, 144 defense, and 184 speed. For those of you who have never played other PvP games before, I know I'm talking very fast at a very high speed, but incidentally, talking about the speed stat, it's basically how many times you will do normal attacks or how many normal actions you can take. If your special bar is ready or maxed out when you have a normal action, it will then replace it with the special ability, so keep that in mind as well. So let's get into team building. I want synergy, but if I want to be very, very, very basic, we're just going to go with a strength team because a lot of strength units do boost each other. Snake Man has an AoE boost here. The second row, let's go through it like this. The first row is their special ability, so what they're going to use to replace their normal attacks when their special cooldown has hit max. Now, Snake Man's cooldown here is 40 seconds. That is quite long, that is quite high. Keep that in mind. But his passive ability, which is like a captain ability, what it boosts everyone on the team by, or specific classes or specific types, is the second row. His passive ability at level 1, with no EXP put into it, is for 60 seconds, for the first 60 seconds of 100, give your entire crew a level 3 attack boost. So that's pretty good. The third row here will tell you the attack pattern that Snake Man has. It will start off with a normal attack, then into another normal attack, into a strong attack, into a full power attack. Now these are just standard normal attacks, or standard auto attacks I should say, so not special attacks, but the full power attack and the strong attacks are of course going to be doing more damage than your normal attacks. The fourth row here will show you what kind of enemy they're going to be targeting, whereabouts in the location of the map. So enemies that are near are going to be Snake Man's target priority, and then the bottom row will show you what resistances he has, which is 70% chance to resist paralysis from enemy debuff. So that is Snake Man. We're going to lob him in. 6+ Whitebeard for me is very, very good. He is a universal unit. He has a very low cooldown of 23 for a special, which will be a 38% HP cut at level 1. Everyone has Whitebeard. 6+ Whitebeard, throw him in your team. He's very, very good. At level 10, this will be a 48% HP cut, but getting to level 10 is a very, very long, tedious journey, and I do not recommend it right now. But his passive ability, again, like a captain ability, which will affect everyone on your team or the specific class or types listed, is very, very good at level 1. Under 30% HP, so when Whitebeard himself enters under 30% HP, he will boost everyone's attack by level 4, which is a very chunky boost. Permanent boost, by the way. If your remaining HP is below 30%, again for Whitebeard specifically, he will boost his own defense by level 8. Now this level 8 doesn't change no matter how much you level it up, which is what makes him very, very good even at a level 1. And this is the same for 6 plus Inu as well. So 6 plus Inu Arashi, if you have him, he will boost all Cerebral's agility or speed by level 2. But when he enters under level 60, not level 60, sorry. When he enters less than 60% HP, he will give himself a level 9 attack boost, which does not change all the way from 1 till 5. So essentially, as long as he takes a little bit of damage or even activates his special twice by himself, he's going to give himself a level 9 attack boost, which significantly boosts his attack, as you guys can imagine. And his special will be a 28 turn cooldown, or not 28 turns, sorry, a 28 second cooldown. Sorry if I mix up a few bits of language here and there, guys. Again, very, very tired. But a lot of damage is there already at level 1. So he will cut his own HP by 20%, and in a large radius around him, will do 1.3 times the attack, which is a really high multiplier. So we're going to put him in as well. And I'm not going to explain every single unit. We're going to put Big Mom in as well, and we're going to put Akainu in as well. So this is the team that we're going to be going with. In fact, you know what? Let's take out Big Mom and put in Douglas Bullet. I've just cleared my team by accident there by pressing the left-hand button, which is a very tedious mistake to make. You want to pick the right-hand button, and then your team is good to go. If you go all the way down, you will be able to find Fortnite units, for example, do also count and will also boost your team and whatnot. So do keep that in mind. That's something worth keeping in mind as well. If you go all the way to the very bottom of cost, you are going to have to select other again, because these are not PvP units. You select other by itself, go all the way down to the bottom after you sorted by cost, which is this middle button here. If you go down to the bottom, you will find units which have a normal 1 cost. So do keep that in mind, because those units can also be used. For example, this Inupe and Jigoro here will have a nice boost as well. And then we can, for example, throw in this Barto, who is a support unit. And all these other support units, etc., are all usable as well. So yeah, as long as you don't hit that 300 cost limit, you cannot increase that cost limit. That is the highest you can go, 300 cost. Keep that in mind as well. And yeah, you can enjoy your stuff like that. You can have a 25 cost unit in there instead as well. I'm not sure if there is a 25 cost unit, but this team has now got a 37 total battle power. But there is battle power being contributed by those characters on the sub. First things first is you have the main characters, which are the 5 in the row here, which are going to be your front 5. And then if any of those units die, then the sub characters will come into your team. If a unit dies, all of their passives will be lost. You will not be able to use that passive in the battle again. So if, for example, let's say that this Snake Man, first 30 seconds of the match, he's boosting everyone by 3 attack. But if he gets taken out, that 3 attack will disappear and drop down as well. So that's something else worth noting as well. So let's leave out the team building process. We have made our team. Let's go into single match. And this team, we are going to be trying it against the AI version of Whitebeard. So hopefully this does work. Hopefully it does work. It's a full strength team. Color affinity, I do not believe makes a difference. So we have 8 out of 8 at the top, or 8 versus 8 at the top, 100-second countdown. And as you can see at the bottom, all my buffs are playing out now. Everyone has a level 9 attack. Bullet has a 14 attack. And what just happened there, when you see your character do attack animation and there's no damage, and then next to it says miss, that unfortunately means your attack missed and you're doing 0 damage. There's also a mechanical guard here, which hopefully will be showcased in a moment from either myself or the enemy. Guard there, as you saw there, means a significant reduction in damage. There are units in the game that will increase guard rate, for example. And then as you guys can see there, my attack, Whitebeard took the attack from Marco. Marco did a level 2 debuff for my attack. Unfortunately, my Whitebeard's attack has gone down there. But yes, do pay attention here. When Douglas Bullet attacks next, he's going to have a huge buff on his own attack. And his attack stat should go up from 14 to something very, very high here. So it's going to go up +5 all the way up to 19. He's given himself +5 defense as well. And he's made it so he's on target lock as well, which is very, very nice. Whitebeard here doing a big bunch of damage because he has a 38% HP cut of enemies' current HP. Ino actually cutting his own HP and boosting his attack to level 18. As you guys saw there, a whole ton of damage there from 6+ Ino Arashi. Snake Man, again, is the safest bet. If you have him, please do use him. He has a medium range ultimate or special ability, which he's going to activate any moment now. And it will hit everyone in a medium range of his location for a fair amount of damage, or quite a lot of damage. Luckily, everyone here right now is very much grouped up, so there should be a nice animation here for Snake Man. So Snake Man has targeted Atmos, but because everyone else is around him, he was able to hit most of them there. But if everyone's very spread out like my team is right now, my team is super spread out right now, and the reason that is because the enemy has knocked me back several times, is, you know, I don't really understand how all of that works together, but knockback is a thing in this, and the distance between your units does make a difference, so keep that in mind as well. So for example, healing units like Corazon will only heal units that are directly next to him. If Corazon gets knocked back all the way to the back, that means he's only going to be healing himself and not everyone else. But all of that stuff, abilities, passive abilities, that's going to take a long while, guys. I hope we have your understanding, because translating all of that is going to take a god forbidden amount of time. All I can say right now is trust me on the suggestions I make when it comes to which units are very good. The units I just showed you there, that full team is a strength synergy team. Very good. The other teams that I will showcase to you guys here is, for example, Sabo and Koala is a cerebral team, which is also very good, which I've been enjoying using. So we have Sabo and Koala, 6+ Inu, and Snake Man, who is obviously not boosted by a Sabo and Koala, but Snake Man is just so good. He's just so good. He's very good DPS, so keep him in mind. Marco and Ace is a very good free-to-play alternative. That is Free Spirit, also boosted by Sabo and Koala. Corazon is a fantastic healer. Kaido should be used for most of you guys. You should be using this Kaido because he is only cost 20, and he does have very good stats as well. So other than that, these are the teams I have been rocking. This strength team is good. As you guys saw, they easily destroy with plenty of time as well. 44 seconds left. That enemy team that we just showed. Now this is a 5 legend team, also very good as well. Again, battle power doesn't really matter as long as your units are synergizing. This team was actually awful because there was just too much healing and not enough damage, so I do not recommend going that route. Right now, healing is not that important. That might change tomorrow, that might change in 3 days time, but right now, as you're watching this video, the day it's released, healing is not that important. Debuffs are okay. Buffs are where you're looking to go. You want to buff up your team as much as possible while doing as much as AoE damage as possible. You want a few HP cutters, but you want everyone else to be doing normal damage, because once you get stuck in the chain of doing HP cuts after HP cuts, you're never going to be able to kill your enemy, because you're just cutting their current HP by, like, even if you cut your current HP by like 50%, if the enemy has 100 HP, you're only going to do 50 damage. It's not that great other than for a few units here. So here I have 3 units that all have AoE damage. Sabo, or standard AoE damage, not a HP cut, which is Sabo, Snake Man, and 6+ Ino Arashi. 3 of the best units for PvP right now, in my opinion, which you don't have to level up right now. And we also have 2 decent, you know, tankish units, even though Whitebeard is classified as a DPS in Whitebeard, and also Douglas Bullet, who do HP cuts. So this team is my recommended go-to 5. Carrot can be used to replace 6+ Sabo. If you were lucky enough to pull the new Kuzan, that's a great replacement for Sabo as well, or anyone else on this team. But yeah, that has been it from me, guys. This is the very first video of many. I want to keep these as short as possible, and it's already been almost 25 minutes in this video. So if I go into any other menus, I'm just going to start slurring my words. I'm not going to be able to keep up, and I do apologize. Something else is, if you do the single matches, what will happen is it will take you to an island afterwards, which will allow you to unlock special tomes, or special totems, which will give you freebies essentially every single day here. From the main menu, which is now in the middle where the Sugo FS button used to be, if you click this, you can switch between your crew. But you want to click this Dugong button in the bottom right corner, and this will take you to this special island here, Pirate Festival bonus islands, which will allow you to unlock all of these bonus things. I would recommend adding all your free tickets and all your tickets that you unlock and investing them all solely into this gem tree. Because this gem tree at max level, bear in mind, it was going to take you an absolutely astronomical, God forbidden length of time to get to this level 35 because of how many tickets are needed. But at level 35, every 20 hours, this gem tree will give you a new gem for free, which is absurd. So you're going to have like every year, if you ever get to this stage, every year you'll have a bonus 400 gems just from playing. And then just from logging in, that would mean you're going to be getting something like 800 gems every single year, which is kind of crazy if you ask me. Now these buttons on this menu here, this one down here, will allow you to look at what you can and can't power up right now. All of these things that I'm going to show you here, I'll go in order. This is the gem tree. This one will give you belly, which is rubbish. Never power this one up. This one will give you rally points, which is not bad. This one will give you stamina refill. This one will give you random items like evolvers and turtles. This one will give you random items like limit break items or support medals, etc, etc. This one will give you directly limit break items like limit break crystals. This one, I honestly have no idea what this is. I'm guessing this might be evolvers actually. What is this? Oh, this increases your base stamina by a fixed amount. So you can increase it by up to 35, which will give you level 60. No, sorry. But at level 35, you'll gain an extra 60 maximum stamina. So other than that, and then all the way down at the bottom will give you plus extra cotton candy for attack. So your threshold will go from 100 to 102. The maximum you can have is plus 200 cotton candy on any single stat now. Attack, recovery and HP, but only after you've maximized these tomes or these totems. So outside of that, you know, unfortunately you can't right now. So plus 300 is everyone's max right now. In the bottom right corner, this yellow button, this will automatically collect all the stuff that you've been saving up in this Pirate Festival Island. So yes, those are the main menus and the main things that I wanted to go over. I'm rubbing my eyes already, guys. I'm so tired. But there are many other things that I do want to go over. I do have a full list of stuff I wanted to go over, which is specific information on menus, options, rewards, rankings, grades, how points are earned, winners and losers brackets, team building and synergy, the best units and the hidden kind of gem units, special rules, how the cost system works, how power-up items work. All of that I'll be covering in a separate video. Unfortunately not today, guys. I really need to edit this video and then sleep after that. But yes, hopefully I have been able to explain some stuff to you guys which has been useful. OPTC subreddit, Discord and OPTC subreddit itself are the best places right now to go, guys. If you're not using it, you have no excuses. I've said it so many times in so many videos. Use the resources. They're totally free and it's community driven. There's like no downside to it. And then maybe, you know, a toxic community, but other than that, excellent resources. This video has now just about hit 30 minutes. I'm not trying to hit 30 minutes. I'm honestly trying to get through this as fast as possible. Even my talking speed when I'm sleep deprived has been as fast as possible. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys look forward to part 2. There's so much to go on. Apologies I didn't get everything in there, but I do not want to record another 1-hour video, and I don't think people even want to watch a video that long. Hope you guys enjoyed. Good luck in PvP. Remember to do all your runs every single day. You have a maximum of 3 runs to do every single day. Those reset at 4 AM Japan time. You can refill with a gem and do more runs if you want. That is something I would honestly recommend doing in the future. Maybe not now. Even doing it now, if you're on a winning streak, then you want to keep that winning streak going. But if you lose your winning streak, don't refill. That is my advice. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm almost 347 out of 347 stamina, so I have to edit this video. I have to farm those extra raid Kaidos and get rid of all that stamina. Then finally go to sleep after I've uploaded the video. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, OPTC subreddit is the place to go. OPTC subreddit Discord is the place to go, or even my own personal Discord. When I wake up, I will be trying to answer as many questions as long as they are sensible. I've been rambling on over and over again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Eyebags out. Bye-bye.